And we're gonna leave some of this. But this will be our little dormitory area to start with. Actually, let's do it 3 wide. That'll look better. That all looks fine. Feel like I'm forgetting something. Pen pasture, animals stay up there for right now, guard our entrance. All of you, auto butcher will be enabled. New races, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to change this. Let's see. New races, we want 0, 0, 0, and 0. We'll let it run for a second and then we'll have to come back and update that after it populates with our animals. Animal training, though I don't know if it's a DF hack thing or the vanilla game now. We don't actually seem to need an animal training area. What else do we want? I think that's everything to start. We can make a garbage dump area away from the base. Import refuse. And then do we have auto shop? I usually have that disabled to start in case we're on an Untamed Wilds map, but we will turn that on. Do we have any interesting trees around here? Date palm, willow. No. Okay. And auto fish, since we are not on an Untamed Wilds map. Pretty sure we're not. I don't actually remember what we're on. Biome. Palm tropical grassland. Okay. Go forth, my dwarves. Gather things. We'll come down here. We've got sand. You should be able to pick up. What are you trying to pick up, Zilver? You're a farmer. You shouldn't really have any job till we have room for you to carry things inside. We'll get you a field here in a little bit. Okay. We'll go ahead and make this little area storage. We want to bring in weapons, ammo, and armor. Not that we really brought any of that with us. We'll bring in some cloth, all of our food, leather that we brought with us. Furniture. No furniture. We do want to bring in goblets. And you guys can store the figurines that we'll be making to sell there. Actually, furniture, we do want to bring in bags and anvils so they're not out in the rain. And we do want to bring in ropes. Auto foraging? I hope not. I didn't set up a foraging area and I don't have... Is there even an auto forge? I don't think so. You are storing items in stockpile now. That's good. We want to make a stone worker. We want to do it out of microline. We have logs, boulders, and bars turned off, so we should only make things out of blocks. Other than the few buildings that require other things. Workshop, do that, and the carpenter one, get those ready right away. And I'll even bring in stone. Let's see, microline and jet to start off. If I could spell correctly. And then when we are ready, we are going to want a crafts workshop out of microline. We'll want a, let's see, none of that. We are doing some fishing, so let's bring in a fishery. That will make stuff for the craft store. We're going to use the craft store. I like to make figurines for my trade good. Then we can have a brewery. So Zelfer can be making us some beer and other things. I don't need a kitchen yet. Oh, I do need to do a temporary little garbage dump there. Your surface crops get stuck in bags, which get stuck in barrels, and then you can't use them, the ones you bring with you on embark. So you have to dump them and then undump them, and then they just get put in a barrel without a bag being involved. Ones you grow yourself don't have that problem. Okay, let's put a door here and some beds. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just go ahead and fill it up. That'll be our dormitory. We'll stash our dwarves there until we get bedrooms made. We want some tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 say to start. Chairs. Then we'll make this a starter dining hall. Oh, is it going to be enclosed? No. Except we'll also make that a meeting hall for right now, so they come down and use it. Okay, we've got sand, sandy clay loam, sand. This is rock salt. Okay, so we did not have a deep enough soil. We'll have to use buckets to make our farm area, but that's okay. I'm not liking the rock salt. I'm not a fan of rock salt. Okay. How do we want to do this? We'll have this layer be for bringing in the river. So we'll want to do stuff on this layer. I do have a bunch of blueprints saved in QuickFort, which I like to use. Let's go right there. And then we'll set up some farming areas for Zelfer, though they're not super high priority. Let's just do a 3. And we do want a blueprint. No, not blueprint. Let's see, where's our... There's our... it's not a moat, our entrance. So in the future, if we do want to do surface crops, we could do them there and have... let's see, if I go... Let's move this over 1. Instead of there, let's move it over so we're a little more separated. Set that as our staircase. This is my central one, which I generally turn into a mist generator. 5. Seed storage. Connect that, connect that. Switch to blueprint mode, which I love and adore blueprint mode. so helpful. Okay, and then I like to drag this already to the surface so I know when I'm making stuff in the future, I don't accidentally screw myself over by building where I intended to have dug to the surface. So farm will be right there. Nope, we don't want to dig a channel. Okay. Then we'll also have an area for our non-grazers. Let's see, let's make that a little less square. See how this looks. Yeah, that'll be fine. So put our non-grazers there. Eventually, if we want to do grazers, we can do one of these areas. This will become grazing for a while if we need it. Then I don't remember the order I make things in. I want to say storage. Workshop, storage. I believe that's correct. And then this will be workshop. Yeah. Okay, we want to get, let's see, if we're doing animals there and food and crops there. So we want to do food workshops over there. So this can be woodworking and the stoneworking. We want to get them done right away. The rest of that we will turn into blueprints for them. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Pay attention to what you are selecting. Okay, dig, make it a blueprint. Don't need priority 1, don't know why I'm doing that. Okay, this should be blueprint. And that can all be blueprint for right now. This one we can make not blueprint, or let's say this area. We'll get some rock and stones down here. Or, sorry, rock and stones. That's the same thing. Wood and stones. Then that's finished goods storage. Then we need... Where did we... I forgot where I put my bedrooms. I think I just do those as a... off of a main building? Nope. Quick fort. Don't show those. Or hide the built-in one. Bedroom block. There we go. So do one there and one there. And then rotate around. Blueprint. And make that all blueprint. We'll do this one as let's say priority 3. Not blueprint. Oh, well, we'll come down to that and play with it once we release them. Okay. Dwarves, you have your marching orders for a little bit. Let's see. We already have a staircase down here. Yes. So you guys will work on all of that. Then we had priority 3 somewhere, didn't we? Yep. Priority 3. So we can get farming going. Bring the animals inside. We're not on an Untamed Wilds map, so it's not super important to bring them in really fast, but it's nice to do. Okay, release you guys. They'll get going on all that. And while they are doing that, we can go do other things. Like, what do we want to do on this floor? This is probably where we want to do the dining hall area. So let's use an empty floor 1. That lines up, right? Yep. Make it all blueprint for now. Giant dining area. Cut the sides off this. So we'll only have them going on like half of it for a while. Yeah, something like that. We'll need an entrance. One over there. At some point, we'll want to do a doctor's office here. Let me brighten up my screen a little for me. Been playing late and had the screen brightness turned way down. Okay. Then what do I generally put over here? I think that's I try and do a siege operators guild, but it'll be a while before we have some of those. So we'll just plan it out. Okay. They're making us the jet thrones, the everything out of microline. Oh, and we do want to go exploring because all we have found is rock salt. So from this one, staircase priority, let's go down to level 23, not blueprint. From all the way up here, priority 1. We'll see if we can find any interesting rocks. What am I doing? Start there. Go up to here. This one, let's dive down to 23. So I'll send these down as exploration tunnels. And hopefully we find some jet and some microline. They shouldn't hit the cavern yet, but we'll be prepared in case they do. We'll just seal it off. And then if they haven't hit the cavern at those before too long, we'll intentionally send expeditions down to find the caverns and seal them off. Okay. So let's go... this way. Non-blueprint. Bring them all the way back up here real quick. Okay. Level 23. And we want there down as well. From there up. down to 23. And then just dig these out so we know what's around. Okay. Then I don't think I really even need that little staircase. That's a holdover. I don't particularly like them. So I'm just going to do that. Especially on this level where we're just looking around for exploration. No, wait, that's 25. What am I doing? Get rid of that. We are not on level 23, we are on level 25, which we don't want to touch yet. 23. Go over there. Okay. Have we found anything interesting yet? Citrine and chrysoprase? I have no idea how to pronounce that. None of which is particularly awesome looking. Sandstone, that's good for just generic blocks. But I want microline and jet, or microline and something pretty. Quartzite is fine too. How are we doing all the way up here? We'll wait till we have some of that dug out before we go mess with our moving the workshops. Let's dig here. So that I have a little area for doing farming. Then we'll come up here and we'll dump buckets down. Okay. Oh, and we never made this into a dormitory. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, my little dwarves. Yeah, you guys can eat. I guess I could go ahead and make a kitchen. We'll do that out of microline, and we'll put it right over there. Ugh. Stretch. I had a text message. Okay. Pyrite. That's all we found so far. Environment. Man, there is not much stone diversity on this map. Let's follow one of our little miners around. Come on, you can walk faster than that. I think I'm just gonna have to set them loose on digging deeper. Because this is all sandstone. Yeah. Okay. Let's go over this one. I don't want to use one of the middle staircases to keep going down, because we will often wind up missing the caverns if we do that. Which, actually that can be nice, and then we just do sideways into the caverns. So let's go down to... So we're gonna want to do our wells somewhere. Let's go find where the cavern is, then we'll decide where we want to do the well. So let's dig down to 15. We'll make it a priority 1. They should hit at least cavern 1 by then. I would hope. Oops. That's supposed to be a staircase. That guy. Dig the little staircase. Rock figurines. Yay, we're getting trade goods ready to go. More sandstone. Well, we could have a sandstone empire, I guess. Claystone. That's at least a little prettier. Lignite. That's valuable. Jet. Awesome. Okay. Let's see how much jet there is. This is where I'm actually going to use some of the dig commands from Dwarf Fortress. Is it a dig B or is it a dig L? Dig L? Wait, no. Dig V? Uh-oh. Is that all the jet? Ooh. That's not good. Dig VX? Okay, it does go down 2 other layers. That's good. Okay, so we're going to make a lot of this as priority 4. No, priority 5. We'll cut off some of these areas. Yeah. This one cut off right there. Okay. Now you just need to find some microline. So we have our furniture rock. We'll see if we find our pretty floor rock, which is what we use microline for, is workshops and bedroom floors. Oh, cavern. Oh, great. Our jet is mixed in with the cavern. Wait, that's open space. We just have a pillar of jet? This is interesting. Huh. Weird. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that jet. And then we're going to construct a floor. We'll use the little rock salt things we've made. Wait, down here. Uh-oh. Cancel all those. Okay, we've got some jet around here. We'll work our way over to that eventually. Little jet there. Some kaolinite if we want to do plaster stuff, or not plaster, porcelain later. Claystone, kaolinite. What else do we have? Claystone. Nothing particularly interesting. It's kind of disappointing. Okay, we hit the cavern at 16, but it goes up to 17. Okay. That'll give us room for our well. Lignite. Lots of lignite, so we might do a lignite mine here in the future. Okay. So we come down here. We'll block this off. Can they punch all the way through? Yes. Okay, keep going for a little ways, guys. Let's see, 1. Let's go down to 5. Nope, nope, I want staircase. We'll see if we run into anything pretty there. Uh-oh. You hit the other one already? That's this one. Yep, we did. Okay. Where were we digging? There. Okay, that one's easy to block off. And we found some microline over there. Okay. Microline. We might have to do some interesting excavation around caverns on this one. So we're going to build a floor. Yeah, out of rock salt. Right there. And then we'll put walls on that and we will wall it off. And where are we going to be able to come in for microline? Let's see. Looks like right there. Nope, that's going to hit the water. Jet over here. And we're going to have to do some pathways and staircases to go down and excavate what we want. But that we could totally do. Okay, back up here. Where did our little miner go? Okay, we'll start dumping buckets of water and mud. To starving. Oh, we somehow have a water buffalo now. Wait, why are you starving? There's grass. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, auto butcher. We want to see these. Okay, on the pigs, on the turkeys, 6 there. 4, like 2. We want to allow up to 8 like female turkeys. Say 6 pigs. 1 adult male. Maybe 2 on those. I like to use the dogs as like guard animals. So let's see. Let's say 12 male dogs, 4 female dogs, allow 6 male puppies, and like 4 female puppies, cats, 4, is there a button to just turn it back to default? Doesn't look like it. 2, 4, and like 6. Okay with 0 for that. I'm okay with 0 for that. Don't butcher the cats yet, or the dogs, pigs, or the turkeys. Okay, and then the turkeys will eventually die out, but we will wind up getting enough female birds as pets that I can't kill unless I arrange an accident, that we'll use them for egg layers in the future. Okay. You should not be starving or dehydrated. All the little animals. We'll turn this into the guard, or the where we set up the guard animals here in a little bit once we move stuff down. We've set up auto butcher, so we can go ahead and make. We want to make the tannery first. I did not leave myself enough room, so we'll wait till we move down the stoneworker and the carpenter, and then we'll set up a tannery and an auto butcher. Okay, we've got our dump zone. Not water source. We want a pond. Oh, we are saving. And I need to go make the trade depot as well. Which we're just going to stash somewhere for the moment. Probably on the surface. Dump water there. And there. And there. We can go ahead and make this. Let's put in a door first, I guess. What else do we want? I should have actually left some of that. Well, we'll just put the nest boxes. The turkeys can be in with the pigs. That's okay. It's not how I like to do it, but it'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do it like that. I don't think I have them making nest boxes yet, but we will get that going. Petrified wood, nice. There we go. Remove these. And we'll get Zelfer's farm built. Okay. Workshop, farming, farm plot. Oh, okay. Dry out water, just leave mud behind. You should not be starving. There's plenty of grass. You're assigned to this area. Are you just not going off the sand out into the grass? If you can't walk like 10 feet to grass, camel, you deserve to starve. I'm sorry, but you do. Okay, we'll make this a pen pasture. And then we're going to assign the, not the grazers, the egg layers, and the pigs to that area. I did remove that, right? Yep. And we'll make this a seed stockpile with just like 2 barrels probably. No barrels. And then make it slightly, take that out, put in another stockpile that is also seeds. It can use barrels, but it's going to give to that one. We don't, you can store seeds in bags and barrels, but while it takes up a lot less room, then it makes it a pain for them to use, or they even won't use it. I don't know if that bug is still in the game, but if they have a stockpile where they can't do barrels, they'll just store them in bags, and that will work fine. Let's get the nest boxes going. Nest box, let's see, wooden nest box is fine. No, rock nest box, that's more dwarfy. Make 10 of them is fine. I think I only am using 9, but we can have an extra one. Okay, we want them down here. We want to work on the bedrooms. I really wish we could save blueprints with priorities. You can't, I think you technically can if you go into like where the file is saved for the blueprint and manually put in a priority in the coding, but you can't do it otherwise. Yep, almost farming time. Let's see if that will let us put that in there for you now, Zelfer. Yay! Give that high priority. So you can come start your farming adventures. We got some migrants. Awesome. There you go. Let's find you. Where are you? You're planting away. And I think you just grabbed an egg to put in storage. I've heard of Krug Smash. I have not watched it yet. When I've watched Dwarf Fortress, I did a lot of Quill 18 and Noocrium. And then I've done some when I was done with them and was looking for more to watch. I turn on Blind IRL every now and then. It's been a while, but more is just background entertainment or if I'm trying to go to bed. But I've definitely heard of Krug Smash, and I think I heard that he was coming back with something new, so I do need to go check that out. Isn't he the one that does, I'm assuming I don't actually know that. Yeah, that storytelling with it. And does like, makes up art to go along with it, like does drawings and stuff. I have no artistic ability, and that would take up so much time. Yeah. More power to him, though, because that awesome project. Why are you guys still starving? Go eat the grass. It's right there. I have the stupidest water buffalo and camel ever. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move our workshops down there so we can get them butchered. Because they are apparently too stupid to live. Carpenter. Come up here. Destroy those. And then let's put in a tannery. Nope, cancel. A tannery out of microline, not rock salt. And a butcher out of microline. And then do we have anywhere we could put the trade depot temporarily? We'll just put it up here. Reserve some microline in it. But let's get these done first. I always like to make sure I do the tannery first, so I don't accidentally butcher something and then have leather spoil before they get around, or hide spoil before they get around to making it into leather. Uh-oh, I don't think I have enough storage for them to move things out of the way. I mean, it says they're grazers. Oh wait, nope, it's still there. I'm like, it definitely covers some grass area. Let's get rid of the sand area, I guess.